Hi there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining from in the world today. Welcome to Live with Leila. My name is Leila Singh and I'm a leadership, career and personal brand coach. My mission is to impact 100,000 people's career trajectory beyond what you thought possible. Why? Because I am passionate about helping you to realize what is truly possible for you in your career and in your life through harnessing your leadership potential. I coach high achieving, ambitious, and driven career professionals, typically working in the technology industry, who are looking for promotion, for peak performance, and for positioning. In other words, establishing your personal brand, all while showing up as the best version of yourself, what I call life leadership. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you who is joining me live today. If you are live, please do say hello in the comments and let me know which city, which country you are joining from today. Shah, hello there. Great to have you here. If you're watching on replay, then please, again, hashtag replay in the comments and say hello. Let me know where you are watching on replay from. And of course, for today's content, any questions you have, please pop them in the comments, whether you're watching live or on replay. Tag me in and I will endeavour to respond to you as soon as I possibly can. Of course, if you're here live today, then pop in your comments, your thoughts, and ask any questions that are relevant for today's topic. And I will endeavour to help you to the best of my ability. Okay, so let's kick off. I have a lot to cover today. What's the topic? Visionary leadership. And what I mean here is how you can craft a career and life vision that will lead you to success. Why am I talking about this? Because so many of us are in that space of a very busy landscape when it comes to our career. It's fast paced, there's lots going on, it's competitive, and it's very easy to find yourself at a crossroads, grappling with how to achieve the next level of success while maintaining that balanced life. And aspiring leaders, so whether you're an aspiring leader or you're somebody frequently recognized as top talent within your organization, it doesn't matter. You may still struggle to define that clear path to your ultimate career goals. And one of the core themes essential for this is your vision. So having a vision of where you want to be. So today, what I want to explore with you is how you can create a career and a life vision. The common challenges faced with doing this, in other words, on this journey, and share with you 5 actionable strategies that can help you to establish and realize your vision. So firstly, let's look at the importance of this. Why is creating your career and your life vision crucial for your success? Well, first of all, it gives you direction, it gives you focus, and it gives you clarity. In other words, a clear vision serves as your roadmap and it guides you towards your desired destination. Now, you are allowed, when you have a roadmap, to still deviate and look at alternative opportunities. That's okay. It's not that whatever you have on that roadmap is now set in stone for the next 10, 20, 30 years of your life. However, it gives you a roadmap to help you to make decisions. Focus on what truly matters for you. It also enables you to filter out distractions that are not serving you and aligning your daily actions with those long-term goals, with that vision. So when you visualize your future self, you begin to embody those behaviors, the attitudes that align with your vision in terms of, in other words, how you're showing up. And ultimately, this can lead to your career advancement and your personal fulfillment. So that's the first point, direction, focus, and clarity. The second thing is internalization of your goals. So this isn't about writing some goals in a notebook and never looking at it again for the next 12 months until it's time to do it again. This is about your visualization, which then transforms those goals, which initially are abstract, into concrete reality. How? By imagining yourself in your desired future state. Because when you do this, you begin to really internalize those feelings and behaviors, creating that state. And this makes your goals much more tangible, much more achievable, and it also fosters a sense of confidence in yourself as well as motivation. The third point as to why this is crucial for you is your enhanced perception by others. So, as a well-defined vision takes shape, this influences how you present yourself and how others perceive you. So when you're clear about your goals and your values, you exude that sense of purpose, of confidence, which can positively influence people around you, be that your colleagues, your superiors, and stakeholders, which leads to more opportunities as well as career advancement. And if you think about this from a point of view of when you start to integrate and really embrace your goals, if you're an aspiring leader, let's say, somebody who's wanting to step up to the next level in your career, if you really start to get clear on what that looks like for you, how you want to show up as that leader, and you start to embrace and take on those behaviors and the way that you want others to perceive you, you will naturally step into that. So, for example, having that confidence, that certainty about yourself and in your abilities, all of those things, your effective communication, all the things that we talk about here every week, when you start to really integrate those and live into it, people will start to notice. You'll be up leveling yourself and people will recognize that and want to be in your space. They'll want to start getting to know more about you and seeing the value that you can bring in that next level that you want to step into. So this sounds really simple. And of course, as I always say, it's simple, yet not necessarily easy. So I want to share with you some common challenges that you might be experiencing when it comes to creating that vision. And here's the thing with this, despite how important this is in any area of your life as having a level of a vision of what you want that to look like, so many people undervalue this and overlook the process of creating your career and life vision. So here are some of the common challenges: lack of time and reflection. And the demands of roles, let's say, particularly a high stake role that you're in, it demands a lot from you, a lot of responsibility and time, will leave little time for that introspection and time to really clear space to spend on being honest with yourself and just understanding, okay, what is it I really want? What do my goals look like? And you may find it challenging to just be able to step back and to reflect on those goals, those long-term goals, when you've got the busyness of your day-to-day responsibilities. You also may be experiencing fear of failure, uncertainty, and that this is common for a lot of people. So when you think about creating a long-term vision, this does involve ambitious goals. And ambitious goals can evoke a sense of fear or potentially failure of uncertainty of the outcomes and about the future. And that fear can impede on your likelihood of achieving them because it prevents you from really fully committing to your vision. The third reason that may create a challenge, or the third challenge rather, that can prevent you from moving forward with creating your vision is overemphasis on immediate results. And you've all been there. We've all been there when you're focusing on the immediate results and the outcomes rather than the long-term aspirations. And then a few years down the line, you realize that you've been overlooking that because you've been focused on what lands in front of you on a day-to-day basis. So this can often lead to your short-term achievements at the expense of the longer-term vision. Very, very easy space to slip into. The next point, the next challenge here is lack of clarity on your core values. So without a clear understanding of your core values, and this is something I spoke about a few weeks back, so you can find this on the live. You can also find it on my podcast, Life Leadership with Leila Singh, where I shared with you on identifying your core values and the importance of this. So when you don't have this understanding of your core values, you may find that you then struggle to define a vision that's really aligning with you, aligning with your values and really truly resonates. And this can lead to a potential vision that is misaligned with you and your purpose, or potentially just completely uninspiring, which then has you maybe lacking the motivation to take action. And then the fifth challenge that is common when it comes to stopping you from creating vision is limited support and guidance. Because navigating that process of creating that vision can be really daunting. You may not know where to start without this adequate support and advice. So you may benefit from be it mentoring or coaching to help you to articulate and really refine your vision. So as a quick recap then, why is creating this vision of your career and of your life crucial. Number one, direction, focus, and clarity. This is what it gives you. It enables you to internalize those goals and really live into them, which will enable them to become a reality even easier and faster. And thirdly, to enhance others' perceptions of you and influence how people are around you and how they see you and your potential. The challenges you might be facing that many people face when it comes to creating that life vision are the obvious one: lack of time to actually think outside the box, outside of what's immediately in front of you, and reflect on what it is you truly want. The second is fear of failure and uncertainty. So basically coming from a place of fear that just has you ignoring the vision creation, and just keep doing what you're doing every day. The overemphasis on immediate results, and particularly in the workplace, this is often the case, and then becomes harder to just carve out that time to really focus on the longer term plan. The fifth one is lack of clarity on your core values. So if this is something that you've not worked on previously, then do go check out my episode on core values and understanding them. And you will be able to catch us on the podcast, Life Leadership. I'll dig out the episode of that and I'll pop it in the comments here, so you can easily find that. And then the fifth challenge you might be facing is limited support and guidance. So seek out guidance and support with this, because it is so important when it comes to your career progression, whether it's a mentor, somebody who you trust, who's got your back, might be a coach, whoever is for you, to help you, to also help you see your blind spots and what you might be missing, or even challenging you what you may not have considered before. So what are the possibilities that can be unlocked when you have a clear vision? This is where the power lies in having this. And I can just see that. Just pause for a second. There's someone here's a LinkedIn user saying, "Hi Leila, hello from London. I am really sorry, I don't know who you are because you're showing up as a LinkedIn user. So please do pop your name in the comments so I know who you are. That would be great." So as I was saying, the power of a clear vision. What are your possibilities that get unlocked for you? Well, you take the time to actually create and commit to your vision, and the possibilities are transformative and they are endless. So I want to share with you 4 potential outcomes. Number one is accelerated career advancement, possibly the reason you're here today and why you're listening to this live with me. So having that clear vision provides you your direction, your motivation. It also leads to more focused efforts and strategic decision making. So when an opportunity might be presented to you, you can make a more informed decision of whether it's the right thing to consider based on your longer term vision. It also means you're better equipped to pursue opportunities that align with your long term goals, with your vision, which enables you to accelerate that progression that you're seeking. The second opportunity here that gets to be unlocked is improving your work-life balance. This has become so important for many, particularly since the pandemic. And by defining what success really looks like for you beyond just your career achievements, it means you get to create a more balanced and fulfilling life. So your vision that encompasses both your personal and your professional aspirations will help to ensure that your career success does not come at the expense of your personal well-being and fulfillment too. The next thing is enhanced leadership presence, something I touched on earlier. When you embody your vision, you exude that confidence, you exude clarity, qualities that are really essential for effective leadership. And that presence can really inspire other people. It can influence people around you, which is what you want if you're stepping into leadership. And that, of course, then leads to greater opportunities too. And then finally, greater resilience and adaptability. So when you have that clear vision, which provides you that sense of purpose, sense of direction, it makes it easier for you to navigate challenges and setbacks without just wanting to throw in the towel and give it all up. Because you've got a strong vision, you become more resilient, you become adaptable, because you know you're heading towards starting with the end in mind. And when obstacles come in your way, when challenges appear, it's easier to navigate them when you know where you are heading. And it means it becomes easier for you to pivot and to adjust your strategies while still staying true to your overarching goals. So there is real power in creating your vision. think you're getting the gist here of what my call to action is for you from this today. So here are the 5 strategies that can help you to create your career and your life vision. Number 1 is clarifying your core values, as I mentioned earlier. So when you really identify what's true for you, the fundamental beliefs will help you to guide your decisions and the actions that you are taking. So reflect on what really matters to you, both in your personal and your professional life, and be honest with yourself. This is for you. This is not for anybody else, or to pacify somebody, or to impress somebody, or just to talk about it. This is about what you really want inside in here when it comes to your career and to your personal fulfillment. So you want your vision to be aligned with these values to ensure it's authentic and it is motivating. As I said, I will check out the podcast episode that I have done recently about identifying your core values, and I'll pop that in the comments after this, so you can refer to that if core values is something you want to work on or that you haven't really considered before. The next strategy is setting intentions and visualizing those outcomes. So create that vivid mental picture of your future self. Imagine what your professional environment looks like, how you interact with your colleagues, and how you feel in your role. And use the present tense to make your vision feel more real, feel immediate, like it's happening now. So be mindful of the language that you're using when it comes to describing that visual of your outcome. And this kind of visualization can, as I said, can really help you to internalize your goals and start to embody those behaviors, those attributes that are really needed to help you achieve them. Number 3, the third strategy, break down your vision into achievable steps. Excuse me one moment. I just coughed. So breaking down your vision into achievable steps. You'll have heard me talk about this before when it comes to goal setting and setting your little milestones, your baby steps to get you to where you want to be. So nothing then feels overwhelming. So whilst it's important to have your broad vision, your bigger vision, breaking it down into the smaller actionable steps makes it far more manageable for you, removes the overwhelm. So set some short-term goals, some short-term even like steps, milestones that align with your long-term vision, and create a timeline so you can track your progress, because you can go back and review this as often as you like and then refine things accordingly. And when you have an approach like this, it will help you to maintain your momentum and also have that sense of accomplishment along the way as you get to tick off those baby steps. Trust me, it works. The fourth strategy I want to share with you is seeking feedback and mentorship. So don't hesitate to seek feedback and guidance from your mentors, your coach, or trusted colleagues. Why? Because they can provide the valuable insights. They can help you to refine your vision and offer the support as you work towards those goals. They can help you spot your blind spots and challenge you on thinking bigger, on playing a bigger game. Something I do all the time with my clients, because it's very easy to create goals that keep us in our, for want of a better word, our comfort zone. There's no fear there. It's like, yeah, I know I can do this. That's my goal. But actually, when we get to really challenge ourselves and set bigger, bolder goals, and we really live into them, you will absolutely realize what you're truly capable of. And it is so much more than you currently believe that to be. So seek that feedback, that input from mentors, from coaches, from trusted advisors within your peer group that you can reach out to. With mentorship as well, it can also open up new opportunities for you and perspectives that you may not have considered, similar to coaching. As well as that, when people start to become familiar with what it is you're looking to do, what your goals are, what you're striving for, guess what? They might start to talk about you. They'll be your advocate. When they hear of opportunities coming up, they can point you in the right direction to have conversations with the right people. So having the clarity and then being able to convey that to individuals who can influence that is a really great place to be too. And then the fifth strategy, the final one I'm going to share with you today, is to regularly review and adjust your vision, because things change, life changes, right? And it might be that a great opportunity that hadn't even, come to mind for you ever is presented to you, and you look at it and you think, well, actually, I can see the potential, the opportunity of pursuing this, and therefore you will need to revisit and adjust your vision accordingly. So remember that your vision is not set in stone. It can evolve and it can grow with you and as your circumstances change. So regularly review your goals, your vision, and reflect on it to ensure that it's still relevant for you, it still inspires you, and it still motivates you. Be open to adjusting them, your goals and your strategies, as long as it's aligning with what it is that inspires you to move forward towards your values, your aspirations, and to where you want to be. And to conclude this, I think I've conveyed the message here, but creating your vision, your life, your career vision is a really powerful exercise, and it can significantly impact your professional growth as well as your personal fulfillment. So I invite you to clarify your values, start to really visualize your future, and you can get to choose the timeline you work to. Some people, it's easy to stick with a year at a time. That's okay. For some, they might have a 5 or a 10-year plan. So whatever feels comfortable and workable for you is what you want to focus on. I'm not going to say you have to do a 10-year plan, because for some people, they wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't know where to start. So go with what feels comfortable for you initially. Set intentional goals and create that roadmap that guides you towards your desired outcomes. And despite the challenges that you might encounter that I mentioned earlier, I'd like to think that you can see there's some clear benefits to be had here of carving out time to work on your vision, such as your accelerated career advancement, your improved work-life balance, and enhanced leadership presence. And of course, a greater resilience when those obstacles appear along that journey. So my invitation to you is to start implementing today. Your takeaways from today is to go back over the strategies that I've outlined above and start to implement accordingly based on where your gaps are. Because some of this you might have worked on before. You may have identified your core values. So if that's the case, then what's next? What's the next step for you? My invitation to you is to really slow down to this, carve out some time, whether it's in the week, one evening, at the weekend, maybe on the beach on an upcoming holiday, to really start to map out your vision and get clear on that, and see who within your circle, within your influence, can support you with this, to challenge you, to really almost like brainstorm ideas that are bigger and bolder than you ever thought possible. And I'd love to hear how you get on with this. So do please share with me in the comments, DM me if you would rather. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is from today. Do please pop that in the comments and let me know what actions you are going to take on the back of this. Before I wrap up for today, a couple of reminders. If you haven't grabbed your copy of the Personal Brand Playbook, which goes into great depth around the 6 core areas that I believe are critical to establishing your positioning, your professional reputation, your personal brand, then do grab your copy today. The link will be in the comments shortly. And this also, as well as the 6 pillars this walks through, it goes into depth around this, explains why it's important, gives you some key best practices you can implement immediately for each of those pillars, as well as providing you a brand assessment so you can work through that to identify where you're at right now, where the bigger gaps are, and what you can focus on. So do grab your copy of the playbook if you haven't already done so. And next is my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already done so, do head over to YouTube now, subscribe to my channel, and share with others. Share with people in your team, colleagues, acquaintances, mentees perhaps, that you think could benefit from some of the content that I share here. Within the YouTube channel, you have recordings of all of my lives over the last, I think it's 4 years now, as well as the podcast video episodes. So we're over 150 episodes now of the podcast, Life Leadership. All of the video footage is there as well, many of which are with incredible leaders from the tech space who have generously shared their time, their career journeys, their stories, and the challenges that they have faced and overcome. So really showing you what is possible when it comes to your career. So if you're someone who'd rather watch than just listen, check out the YouTube channel. And as I said, please do subscribe to it and share with others who can benefit from that content. So until next time, remember to harness your potential, elevate your performance, and strive towards your personal growth, be it pursuing that next role, that next opportunity, or putting yourself forward for that promotion. And remember to show up as the best version of you. Just to recap, there will not be a live next week because I'm off on holidays, on travels next week, so I won't be available to deliver a live. However, I will share a pre-recorded video in here of a topical subject that can continue to support you on your career journey to leadership. And please check it at similar time next week when that will go. I'll say go live. It won't be live, but it'll be a recording of a previous live that you can tune into to gain some more insights, more strategies that can help you in your journey to move forward. Okay, take care. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you soon.